this a revolting development. What is it, September 29th? I don't know if you can see it too well in the video, but it's coming down pretty good. It won't stick, but it's kind of made a mess of things. You see this? I usually have my reed grass all cut down before it snows, but this kind of snuck up on us. September 29th. I was hoping to come out here in my big toy box and play with my big toys today. I finally got the rest of my order. I ordered some stuff from Rock Auto. I got shocks for it, got those on, but I'd also ordered a tune-up kit. I mean, I've got 3 or 4 sets of new wires around here, but I got a cap rotor, condenser points. Half of it came early last week, from warehouse A, and the other half showed up today from warehouse B. So that's the first time I ever had that happen with Rock Auto. They've always been pretty good to me, and I could buy this stuff locally, but their prices are just really good most of the time. At least you have a choice. But before I can play with my toys and get that tune-up done on that thing, I gotta be responsible and do the right thing and get some chores done around here. I've got to clean up this reed grass and cut them down, and I cut my angel trumpets, cut them off. The snow kind of beat them up, but we just had some early weather here. This is not typical. It's supposed to freeze tonight, so I got to get those angel trumpets cut down and get them in under the deck there. I have a little bit of a Indian summer, and yeah, this is kind of unseasonal. It'll warm up. We usually have a little bit of a Indian summer in October, and well, they're not even going to shut our irrigation water off until the 13th, so it'll warm up. But boy, it's frosty up there in the hills. I don't know if you can see. Those trees look like January up there. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it when it gets that cold this early, but still paradise. All right, I'm gonna get busy. I'll get back with you later. There we go. Man, you wouldn't believe how good I feel about myself right now. I'm going to collect a few of those castor bean pods and then cut those down and throw those on the compost heap, and we'll see them in the spring. Well, we're going to investigate this rig a little bit. You know, I didn't even look at the points. I just ordered some. What is Vice Grip Garage calls them sparkinators. That guy cracks me up, man. Supposed to be pre-gap, but you know, you young gentlemen out there, gap your plugs, check them, because the boxes get dropped sometimes, and you never know. You just never know. Well, let's get this big barrel off of here first thing. It's not an oil bath breather. It's just got a big filter in it. Put that over there for you guys, if you don't mind. You don't mind, do you? I need to pick one up too. I need to get a filter. That don't look too... Well, you know, it's not bad, actually. Not bad. I think I'm going to read a couple of spark plugs. They don't look real easy to get to, but you know, they're easier than a lot of things. A lot of this modern stuff. That wire seems to be pretty good, but I've got a brand new set or 3 sitting around here. So probably go ahead and swap them out. I'm guessing those are being old 13/16, I'm reckoning. That's what I'm reckoning. I don't think it's young enough to have them little skinny dudes in there. Little peanuts. No. No, she's mature. Virginia is mature, more mature than that. She don't have peanut spark plugs. She got her some good old time 13/16s. Well, you know, she don't look too bad. They're not all black and oily or anything, and they're not burning too hot. She might be just a little bit rich, just a little rich, maybe. But we can probably fix that too. Oh, Virginia, you're going to love this. When I get down here, you're going to be so happy. You know, I got this car from Bob. Somebody commented when I brought it home, said, well, you talked him out of it, huh? No, you know, he'd been wanting to sell it for a while. But he just loves orphan cars, and he, you know, he's got those Pacers, and he's had various orphans down through the years, and he found this thing and couldn't pass it up, but he's not able to do the little things that it needs to get it ready to sell. I'm not sure I've got that boot on just exactly all the way. Yeah, I did. I did better than I thought. Anyway, Bob's had some health issues, and he needed to get rid of the car. He's starting to, you know, thin the herd, because he knows he's not going to be able to drive them all and maintain them and love them all the way he wants to see them loved. So I just kind of took it off his hands. I thought possibly with the YouTube channel I might be able to give it a little more exposure than he would be able to, other than just, you know, he would just run it in the local paper probably. Well, they don't make them just exactly easy to get in there. I wish I had a little short extension. I do. I don't know if it needs to be that short. But anyway, I just took it off his hands because I thought maybe I could sell it a little easier than he could. I love it, but I don't need it. I love them all, but I don't need them all. And you know, I'm behind on my own maintenance around here, so here I am working on something else. Now, if everything's as it should be, these ought to be about between 30 and 35. Close enough anyway. Yeah, about 34, 35, something like that. That one could open just a hair. There we go. But I think they're okay. I think they are pre-gap. But like I said, you never know if somebody's going to drop one. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. You know, when you start looking up the value on this thing, I've got three numbers, and the low end is 4,700, and the middle is 8,100, and top end is 1295. Well, we know it's not 1295. It's got a little bit of cancer on it that needs to be dealt with before it's, you know, you can call it in that kind of condition, and probably a new paint job. And I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do the little things, you know. It's little tune-up. Like I said, I did the shocks. We'll see how this carburetor's acting. I think it's okay, but anyway, yeah, no, you know, it's not the high end for sure, and but it's not the low end. I don't think it's quite even the middle at 8,100. I think that's a little steep because of the issues that it has. Like I said, it's got some cancer that needs to be addressed, and I just don't want to get that deep into it. I'm not a body man or any of that, so don't aspire to be. But certainly not on the 4,700 end of it, I don't think. You know, with the V8 engine, 327, it's got more horsepower than my Chevy 327. This is supposed to be 270 horse. My little Impala is only 250. With that, with having the V8, with that interior being really nice, and push button automatics, kind of unique nowadays, and it's got a posi track. It's got that Continental kit, I think, adds some value. So, you know, maybe 8,100 to the guy that's, oh, my dad had one, I remember riding in it, I just gotta have it. But, you know, how many of those guys are out there looking for a hibiscus rose 1959 Rambler sedan? Probably not too many. But I don't know, maybe the number would have a 6 in front of it, I don't know. But it's going to be for sale, but I'm going to fix up a few things first. I got the letters for the grill, and I'm going to put those in, and when I get her kind of fixed up, I'll do another video. But in the meantime, you guys probably don't want to just hang out and watch me change spark plugs, so I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and give you some relief and turn the camera off. So, yeah. But I appreciate y'all hanging out here in the shop with me a little bit. If I find anything interesting, I'll cut you back in, man. I'll let you in on it. Well, so far the plugs are all reading pretty consistent. They just don't look too bad. You know, I probably don't need to change them, but they're a little rusty. They've been sitting there a long time. This thing is sat, man, that's the worst enemy, you know, and it's sat longer than it should. It's not been daily driven and maintained. So we're gonna fix up a few things. All right. Okay. I'm going to tell one on myself. I'm going to tell on myself. I wouldn't have to. I wouldn't have to fess up to you guys. But I'm going to, because I always do. Well, yeah, 95, 99% of the time I do. But I pulled a pretty good one here the other night. Putting these shocks on. And I got the old ones out. Got ready to put the new ones on. I want to lift this thing up. See, I'm used to all my old rigs, most all of them I guess. Maybe not the Impala, but I don't have to do a lot to it, so I don't work on it much. But anyway, most of these old rigs got leaf springs in the back, and I wasn't thinking, you know, that's how I live. I live most of my life totally unencumbered by the thought process. But anyway, I went to pick this thing up and I wasn't thinking, and I lifted it up and the coil springs fell out. And then I realized what a boo-boo I'd done. So I had to let it back down and let the axle down on the floor and revert back to the old ways of crawling around on the floor and get under there with the floor jack and pick up the hind end and get the springs locked back in place. And then it was a good reminder of how blessed I am to have this lift, because I don't crawl around on the floor much anymore. But anyway, I just thought I'd go ahead and fess up, you know, before y'all had to beat it out of me. Talk about the value of this thing, or what we think it might be, or close to, or somewhere in the below the middle a little bit, because of the issues, the little rust that's got to be dealt with. But another thing I meant to mention, I said it's got the V8, that's a plus. It's got the Positrack, that's a plus. It's also got factory dual exhaust, and it's got brand new exhaust all the way back. I hear a little bit of ticking up here. I haven't investigated it yet. It might just be a little donut gasket down there. I'm thinking that's probably where it is, but I hear a little ticking, little tiny exhaust leak. And I hate that. I just hate that. Hate's a pretty strong word. But I kind of hate exhaust leaks. Anything rolled around like pop bottles banging around under the seat in the car. I hate that. I hate onion peels. No matter how careful you are, there's going to be some of that onion peel wind up in the floor, seems like. So I don't hate much. Hibiscus rose, better known as Virginia. That's what Bob's wife called it. That was her name for it. How's hibiscus rose doing? They called the other day. Well, hibiscus rose is getting a little dolled up, you know. A few little things addressed. Talking about, I like that vice grip garage. That guy's, he's a hoot, man. And there's another guy that I really like to watch. Had a little show on last fall. I seen it on Motor Trend, and I get Motor Trend on demand, and probably shows up in a few other places too. But that guy, Bad Chad, I love watching that guy. I am so inspired by that guy. There's been times I'd be in there and after I go to bed, I decide I'm going to watch a video, you know, on the laptop, and I pop up there and I put old Bad Chad on, and I get so inspired watching him work metal that there's been times I almost just got out of bed and got dressed and come on out here in the shop and started doing something, because he's a thrill to watch. For me, he's very inspiring to me. He's a young guy, you know. I guess it's just because I'm so old, but these young guys just blow me away. Some of them with their talent and their knowledge. Can't think offhand, but there's some real young guy, YouTuber that I watch that just amazes me what the young kid knows. I got a neighbor, well, you've seen the little twins, my little buddies that come over and they pick the apricots, and we got plums the other day, and they'll come back and get the grapes here pretty soon. But their dad is a young man. He grew up on a farm in Montana and just learned how to fix things. And his dad had old rigs, and he's got a lot of the old rigs. Everything he drives has got a story from his childhood or high school. Yeah, I drove that truck all through high school. Yeah, I drove that to college. But his knowledge, he's like of this old stuff. He can talk this old school stuff with you all day, you know. Plus he knows the new stuff as well, and I don't. But, boy, that's a good looking plug. That thing has been burning fuel just about right. But Darren, always say that he's an old soul in an old hot rodder soul in a young man's body. And That just does me good to see these young guys that know so much about this old stuff. Way more than I do. I'm not a mechanic, I just kind of muddle through. But it's fun. I do have fun with it. Alright, you guys heard enough rambling from me. I decided to ramble again. Tune in next time and hear old Waylon say, well, here's something you won't see on the new stuff.